Welcome back. We're now going to delve deeper into core competency number 6, being an ethical leader. Morals are vital in the workplace. When you are a leader of a brand, your team is going to follow your actions, not your words, your actions. So you have to have high morals, high character, and high ethics displayed at all times. Your team is desperate to follow excellent leadership. And setting those standards with great morals, character, and ethics is something they're going to pick up on, and they're going to follow that lead to the end of the earth. With my old construction company, Kayden Premier Enterprises, when I practiced high ethics, had great character, my team followed that embodiment. When I started to stray away from that, and I was not doing things ethically or didn't have high morals, my team picked up on that as well. So again, it's very important that you as the leader or a middle manager, an owner, an executive, or even if you're just a janitor working for the corporation, always have high ethics, high morals, because people are going to feed off of that, and they're going to follow your lead, and they're going to set the standard to have a great culture for the brand, for themselves, and for you as well. Now, diversity and inclusion. You need to welcome diversity and inclusion in every aspect of your brand. Now let's talk about diversity. Diversity is when you bring people from different backgrounds, ethnicities, and cultures together to solve problems. Inclusion is when you let people speak their mind without fear of being judged or looked at in a harsh manner. Steve Jobs said, inclusion is vital to succeed for any brand. If your power team feels if they express a thought or an opinion, and if they're going to be judged or going to be looked at in a harsh manner or looked at like they're even crazy, they are going to feel fear. If they feel fear, they are not going to want to share their information. If they don't share their information, what's going to happen is they are not going to express the thoughts and or opinions in their minds. And when that happens, you don't create healthy dialogue. Healthy dialogue helps to create solutions to problems. Now, when you have diversity in your workplace, what that means to me is you have people from different parts of the world that have different thought processes, different ideas. And what that means, they can look at a situation or a problem and might have a way to help solve that problem in a more effective manner. So diversity and inclusion are vital in the workplace. Ethical leaders build strong foundational teams for organizations. So when you are an ethical leader and you're setting the standard and people are seeing that, the teams start to follow that lead. We talked about this earlier. People on your team are desperate to follow excellent leadership, high morals, and high character. So again, when you are an ethical leader, you are setting the foundation for great teams to be built within your organization. So this is why it's so important that you have these ethics, character, and high morals with your brand at all times. So again, the key takeaways here are this. Set an ethical environment up so your team can follow that lead. It's so important. Do not think for a second that your team is not watching you at all times, because they are. They want to see what you're doing, the actions that you are setting for them to follow, because they're going to end up following those actions, and that creates a winning culture. Effective leadership helps to build organizational structure and culture, and you're going to be part of that. You're actually going to be the leader of that. So remember that at all times. Set up an ethical environment for people to follow in the organization, and display high ethics and standards to drive individuals to want to work hard to succeed for you and the brand. If you do that, if you set it up where people are driven to work hard to succeed at a high level, the company is going to be set up for ultimate success because everyone is going to understand the vision. And when everyone understands the vision, they can achieve the goals and or aspirations that the company wants to do. So here are the action items. Number one, as an ethical leader, look at yourself first. The inside to outside theory. Evaluate yourself, be honest with yourself, and assess yourself first. Do not look to blame others or pass the buck. Again, as an ethical leader, when you do this, people are going to follow that lead. Number two, you want to always welcome diversity. Getting people from different parts of the world into your organization to help create solutions to problems will help you become more effective and more profitable every single time. And the last action item is always welcome inclusion. Remember, healthy dialogue helps to solve problems. Steve Jobs said it best. His job as the CEO of Apple was to make sure that his power team had a strong inclusion environment so they could express themselves without fear of being judged or looked at harshly. So again, here are the action items. Number one, as an ethical leader, look at yourself first. Number two, as an ethical leader, welcome diversity into your brand. Number three, as an ethical leader, always allow inclusion to be a major part of your brand. If you can do those three action items, you have the best chance to achieve optimal success. See you in the next module.